everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kyandiss, and I am here with another video of my debt-free journey. Okay, I had to get comfortable. So this week we are going to have a budget with me. This is for my second paycheck for January. If you haven't seen my other videos, I am a salary employee, so I get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every single month. So I just did my budget on paper, and this is gonna be the first month where I make this $1,600 payment to my student loan, and I'm just like I'm really doing this. It's so crazy. Couple of things before I start going through this. In my last video, I said I was gonna see if I could give up my streaming services, and I did. I actually did it maybe like a couple of hours ago. I canceled my Hulu slash Disney Plus, and then I also canceled HBO Max. Now, like I said, if my shows end up coming back on or something soon, I'll just resubscribe and then watch the show and then cancel it again. I don't spend enough time watching any single streaming service that I need to pay for all of them in a month. And granted, was it like $12 a month for those? Sure, but that's $12 saved that I could spend on something else, right? So I got rid of that stuff, and um we'll just save those couple of dollars, use it for something else. Now I said in my last video, I got the Chase Sapphire Reserve card. So my Apple Music now is complimentary with the card, and I also get Apple TV. So I was looking on there, and there may be like a couple of shows that I want to watch. Plus, I have Netflix, which my dad pays for, so there's no cost for that. So if I really want to watch something outside of YouTube, we got some options. It'll work out. Now, I also said last month that I decided to change things around, or last video, that I decided to change some things around, and that like all of my spending money was going to come from my second job. Perfect. Like, that's fine. The thing is, I still don't have a debit card for them. And like, when I went and looked, I didn't get any kind of notification, email, anything that the card has shipped. But they said in my welcome email, like, you'll get a debit card 10 business days after your account is funded. So I just took some money from my savings account and moved it into that account so we could like start the clock. But I just feel like it's been a really long time, because 10 business days is a long time, especially when you include the weekends. And I don't really remember what day of the week that I did that on. So if it was like a Thursday or a Friday, then the clock not start till Monday. I don't know. Either way, like, I still don't have a card. I went down to my mailbox today to just check to make sure nothing had been in there over the last couple of days, and nothing. And it's just like, and I can't seem to figure out how to add the card to my Apple Wallet, because even if I could do that, then I wouldn't have a problem. But like, it's not letting me just do anything. So, I mean, it's a first world problem, and maybe it's helping me curb my spending a little bit because I can't, or I haven't bought anything outside of my like planned. Um, but yeah, there's just money sitting there. Even though my the paycheck that I got on Friday from my side job, it did end up going to my regular bank account. I probably didn't change it in enough time to have it go to the new bank account. But if I do any like daily pay or anything, it's going to go to that account. So like, the money's just sitting in the daily pay because I don't want it to go to that account, because obviously I won't be able to access it. So we're just waiting for the debit card to get here. So it'll be nice if it hurries up. Okay, so we got a couple of maybe new things we're gonna try here. I'll go through the list because you'll see where I crossed it out on here. Okay, so our income, as always, $3,400. Um, my fixed expenses for this next couple of weeks is my car insurance, $222.21. Pilates 205. So my Pilates, I'm in like a contract for a year, which will go until October. Um, I don't get to go to Pilates enough throughout the week to warrant having the contract. That is like the lowest cost amount per for the different, like, they have all different packages. They have like a 6 month package, a year, 3 months, but then they also have like you could buy a pack of like 15 classes, 30 classes, whatever. And so originally when I was in my trial month, I was able to go like 3, 4 times a week. But now that it's gotten like cold and stuff outside, I guess maybe more people are doing indoor exercise or something, because I really can only get in maybe like 1 or 2 times during the weekdays. And I like to go 6 a.m., but those classes are booked. And so then it's like I have to push it to the weekend, but then I'm also trying to like wash my clothes and clean my house and do all this other stuff. So either way, for it to be worth me paying $205 a month, I need to be going 4 times a week. And right now I'm going like a good two, maybe three. So when it comes back up again in October, I am probably just going to get one of the packages of classes, like the 30 one, because I think that was 485, and then I have 6 months to use all 30. So if I can get in, cool. If I can't, it's fine. Okay, Wi-Fi is the same, 8320. My loans. So my overall like monthly payment for my loans is 9250, and then the amount that I'm putting towards, specifically towards loan 118, is $1,600. 1,600. So under my variable expenses, as you see, there's no nails on under there. I did get my this nail fixed the other day. It was only $10. Like, she took it off, redid it, put it on, whatever. $10. Thrilled. But I also decided that I'm not gonna get my nails again until like right before Valentine's Day. Because I want them to be cute for that. So it wouldn't make sense for me to get my nail fixed, even though it was only $10, and then go back in a week from now and get a whole new set. So I'm gonna hold off, push it off, and do it then. Which also, I decided I like to get my pedicures and manicures around the same day. If I can do them both on the same day, great. Um, but we're gonna push it off, and we'll just see kind of like how things go. But if I feel like I need one, I'm gonna go get one. Something else, specifically, not technically, I guess, for this month, but for next month, I'm going to try to pay for like my nails, my hair, anything like that from my side job. So I'm not, at least for February, I'm not going to put it on my main budget for my main paycheck. And we'll just kind of see how it goes. Like, there's no reason why with making about $800 a month, I shouldn't pay for my nails and my feet for from that money. Like, I should, right? Exactly. So we're gonna take it off the main budget and put it on the side job. And then for debt, so Rita is a like city tax agency here in Ohio. Um, and apparently I had forgot to file my taxes in 2023 and I think 2024, because I was in school, so like it just didn't cross my mind to do them for Ohio. But I did, and I owe some money. I think it's like $400 or something. I'm just gonna pay $50 on it until I pay it off. There, it doesn't accrue interest or anything, so it's like not very high on my priority list. So we'll just pay it as we go. And then Huntington, for whatever reason, I have not been able to pay them for a couple of months now. That's also a they don't accrue interest, and so like it hasn't affected me because I can't, it doesn't accrue interest, but also like I've been trying to pay it, but whenever I go to the website, like it just doesn't work. I sign in and everything, then I go to make the payment and it just times out every single time. And then am I really going to take the time out of my day to call Huntington and be like, yo, your website isn't working? I haven't done it thus far, and I think the last payment I made was like in October. So that probably is something I should get, you know, under control. But yeah, it's sitting there. It's not accruing interest, so they're not calling me about it either. Hey. And then the last thing that I have listed under debt here is PayPal, and it's a very odd number, 144.96. So I have a PayPal credit card, and then I also have like the pay over time PayPal thing with like a firm or something, but it's PayPal. So I like I think those are the ones out of my list of debts that's not my student loans I'm going to focus on first because the balances aren't huge. But to get them to like an even number when I added them up, that was the payment. Like and when I say get to an even number, like I want it to be like 350. I don't want it to be like 351.46 or something. So we're just gonna get both of them to an even number, and then usually from that point I pay like an even number amount on them until they're paid off. Um so with all that said and done, we have $423.13 left over. So I'm also going to put a screenshot of this somewhere on the screen. This is my goal tracker from Budget for Five with Stephanie. And I think it's so cute. So it came set up just like this. The only difference is I changed the color of like the banners. I think they were purple at first, but I made them pink because I'm a pinky girl. And so you'll see my goals that I have here. So the first goal we have is pay off loan 118. I have all the goals starting and ending first day of the year and the last day of the year, and then their amounts are in right below that. Um, and so what's cool about it is as you let me scroll down, put in like payment amounts, it will calculate the contributions for you. But then also the little like
What are
sinking
these, like
funds that have
donut charts? I
6K,
think that's
I
what
don't
they're
really
called.
know. They will fill in
What I
and
was
tell you
thinking
like
there.
what percentage of the way that you're done. So I thought that was really, really cool. And I have other what are my other goals? Oh, okay. So we'll just go over my other couple of goals here. So sinking funds, which I explained in my last video, is going to be used to cover things that are not like everyday or reoccurring expenses. So like my car registration, oil change, anything like that. I don't know what else would be like a one-off expense. Maybe I have to get something in my apartment repaired. I don't know. But all that stuff would be considered a one-off expense. So that would come out of there. So that goal is $3,000. Why is my computer dying? For travel, I have $4,800, and that's really for like my end of the year trips. I haven't decided where I'm gonna go. But I think next year I'm gonna do this year I went away for Christmas. Or last year I went away for Christmas. This year, well, next year, whatever it's called, I might do a New Year's birthday trip. So we'll see, but that's what I want it to be. And hopefully I have a lot of points on my credit card by then to help subsidize. And then my goal for moving, I put 4,800. That's for me to move from this apartment. Now, my apartment itself, I really, really love. The apartment complex and the management, I don't like. So I want to go, and I am going to go. So the 4,800 is going to cover like movers, the deposit, all that stuff. That might be more than actually what I need, but that's what we'll have in the coming months. Yeah, this is really cute, and I find it really helpful. And I something that's automated, it's perfectly fine. Like I thought I wanted to do where I filled in like the charts and stuff, but as we see, I just didn't keep up with that. Let's automate this stuff, please. I need to save time wherever I can. And then I'll just show you guys this really quickly. I have my yearly budget plan also from Budget for Five with Stephanie. And so what I did was I went ahead and filled in my income at the top, just my main job income all the way across the top. So I went ahead and added all of my normal expenses. This is for everything. So I'm including like the nails and everything because that's what like it's a normal expense and I know how much it's going to be anyways. Um so what's here? As you see, like rent, I only went up until May because that's how much I know for this apartment. Canva, I'm going to be paying in February for the year. So once I remember what that amount is, I will put that in that box. My Wi-Fi could change because I'm moving. My car insurance will readjust when June comes, so that only goes up to there. And then electric and water. Depending upon where I move, I could have a different water and electricity supplier. It could be that those amounts are built into the rent, so I just don't know. So I'm just leaving all of that like that. I will say the totals on the end, and I'm not shocked because obviously I know how to do basic math, but seeing $1,500 for my nails for the year, it's like, dang, that's one payment or almost one full payment for my student loan. If I just didn't get my nails done, it didn't sway me enough not to get my nails done, but it did cause me to think, like, wow. And then even like my food cost versus my nails cost, like my nails are like 1/3 ish the cost of the food that I eat for the whole year. Like that's crazy. What else? Was anything else surprising me? The rent, the car. No, no, no. Mm, no, maybe that was the only thing that kind of like I was like, wow. It puts things in perspective, but I'm not gonna not get my nails done. And then at the very bottom, it'll show you the total for all of your bills and then the total that's remaining from your income of your total income for the month. So I think that's also really helpful to help me kind of gauge how much I should be having left over at the end of every month. And then I can kind of like budget accordingly. Sometimes I just once the bills are paid, my mind just, you know, swipe, swipe, swipe. Not gonna lie. So that'll help give me at least, especially before the month starts, kind of an idea of what I should have left and what I should do with it before the month happens. And I think February is going to be a really good month because there's like nothing planned. I don't have any birthdays things to go to. I don't need to go to Cleveland to see my family for anything. Like there's nothing outside of going to work, coming home, and living normal life that I need to do in February. So I don't need to buy any gifts. I don't need to go to dinners, nothing. So that'll be a good month to kind of see like what my baseline is and really try my hardest not to just impulsively spend. So that'll be a month goal just specifically for February to see what we can do. Cuz right now according to this here, I should have $1,338 left over from all of my spending in February. So it'll be a little bit less because of the Canva. I think that was maybe like 120, but you get the gist of it. So now I have more things that I wanted to do, but I feel like the video is kind of long anyways. So I'm gonna make a new video and show you guys what I got. Yeah, so I think that's it for right now. I am gonna film another one. But I want to thank you guys for watching my video today. Please leave comments down below. I love to hear about what you guys have been doing so far in January, how your goals going. And I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. Let me get another pillow because I'm not sitting all the way up. I'm like leaned back. It's too casual.